Hey guys, you're going to want to look at our agenda for Thursday in order to review your project choices today. I am going to review our week starting with Monday, and then I'll be able to explain your project choices in a little bit more detail. And please let me know in class if you have any other questions so that I can clarify the project choices for you, because this will count as a test grade for our friendship unit. So you guys turned in your friendship unit notebooks where you were able to explain to me what you felt like it meant to be a good friend. What does it mean to be a good friend? On Monday, we were able to review our Newsella article. We were able to highlight some evidence as to what it means to be a good friend. And then on Wednesday, you guys were able to read Thank You, Ma'am, watch the video, listen to the recording, and see kind of a movie version of Thank You, Ma'am. And today we're going to tie in the article and the story in order to create your final product for this unit. So what you're going to do first is take a look at slide 4, which will give you a project overview. And this is located in your weekly agenda. Again, slide 4. The project overview, it says, according to the Newsella article, this is the article that we read on Monday, and we're able to highlight evidence. Spending time with good friends can improve our lives, especially during the holidays. Also some pieces of evidence that we were able to highlight were, instead of giving objects as gifts, think about giving acts of kindness. The best gift you can provide is empathy. Spending time together, paying attention, and listening are ways to show compassion. Once you've cleared the air, find a way to reconnect. This piece of evidence went with accepting differences, because sometimes you may argue or get into a fight with a friend, and what you should do in order to kind of squash that. We also found evidence that said they, referring to the letter writing, are more personal than digital cards. And we found that these questions can create more meaningful conversations. What that meant in these questions is the piece of evidence that went with the asking intentional questions. And these are all pieces of evidence that we were able to collect as we read that Newsella article. Okay. The next thing that you're going to do is start deciding which project choice you want to use for your final product. You'll notice that all of the project choices are explained on slides 5 through 10. The green ones, the green activities are ones where I allowed you to have a little bit more freedom and creativity in creating your own. If you needed help, I provided you with some red option choices. Though the red options are based on a combination of the article and the story. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so let's take a look at your options and see if I can answer any questions that you might have and get you ready to select your choice that would be the best fit for you. So on slide 5, you're going to see the beginning of the article that we read on Wednesday. On Monday. We read the article on Monday. You're going to see the beginning of the article. And in this article, in this first part, you don't see any project choices. Okay, that is just a refresher of how the article began. On slide 6 is where you will begin to see your option choices. Your first option is to create an acts of kindness calendar to be completed for a week in the month of December. That is the green choice, and that comes straight from the article, where it told us that according to the article, instead of giving objects as gifts, think about giving acts of kindness. So this is one of your options for you to do. Or if you like this idea, you may like the option in red that I created from Thank You, Ma'am. And this option says to create an acts of kindness calendar using the events that took place in the text, Thank You, Ma'am. So for this activity, you will still do it for a week. but you will use the acts of kindness that you read about in Thank You, Ma'am. For example, I remember Miss Luella Bates Washington Jones fed Roger. So one of your acts of kindness might be to feed someone in need, or create a meal that will allow you to feed somebody in need. And that will directly be associated to when Miss Luella Bates Washington Jones fed Roger. That would be an example. If those two don't fit something that you think you might be able to do successfully, you can go to option number 2. And this option goes with the evidence from the article, "The best gift you can provide is empathy. Spending time together, paying attention, and listening are ways to show compassion." So one of your options for this is to create an invitation for a December friendship party. You create the party, who you want to invite, and go from there. Be creative, make it fun. You may have to research some different invitations and what they look like and decide what program you want to use to create your invitation, as long as you're able to share it with me. Or if you want my option, you can pretend you are Roger in the future and create an invitation to an event in which Roger invites Miss Luella to attend. So think about Roger's future. Think about how the story ended, first of all. Think about Roger's future, and then come up with an event that is going to take place in Roger's life in the future that he would want Miss Luella Bates Washington Jones to attend. Again, allowing you to be creative, but using the story as a reference. Again, if you don't like those, you can move to option number 3. This evidence is according to the article, "Once you've cleared the air, find a way to connect." Option 3 is for you to plan a dinner for friends to attend after they have had a disagreement. So a little dinner date for friends after they've gotten to a little squabble. Or you can create a future dinner for Roger and Miss Luella. Miss Luella was able to share a meal with Roger, and so I only saw it fitting that after their little squabble, that they also have a dinner to attend that you are able to create for them. Again, if that does not suit you, you have another option. This evidence is according to the article, they, meaning old-fashioned letter writing, are more personal than digital cards. In this option, you have the option of writing a letter to a friend expressing your gratitude and thankfulness, or you can pretend you are Roger and write a letter to Miss Luella expressing your gratitude for the kindness she showed on the night of the attempted robbery. Again, write to whomever or make it more specific to our story. And your last option here. Hopefully you have found something that interests you that you can do a quiz and take, or you can create for a quiz or test grade. But option number 5 is, according to the article, these questions can create more meaningful conversations. And this one goes with that Ask Intentional Questions section of our article. Your option number 5 is for you to create a list of 5 intentional questions that friends can ask each other to help create meaningful conversations. Or you can review the story and create a list of 5 intentional questions that were used throughout the text to show that Roger cared about Miss Luella, or that Miss Luella cared about Roger. So you can take the role of Roger. What did Roger ask Miss Luella to show that he cares about her, that there are intentional questions? Or you can take the role of Miss Luella and figure out in the text, what did she use to show that she used intentional questions to show that she cared? A lot to think about, a lot to start, make your choice so that you can start organizing this. You also will see on each slide the link that says, "How will I be graded?" You will need to open that and review, because it will give you more details as to how you will be graded. Okay? Each project choice has 4 bullets. Those 4 bullets are going to be worth 20 points. Okay? Actually, I lie. I can't count. Each bullet's going to be worth 25 points. Okay? That will equal your 100. So please make sure that you pair up with whichever choice that you choose. Okay? And take a look at the bullets and that is what I'm expecting out of you. You may use any program that you want, a Google Drawing, Google Slides, Google Doc, video. You can use whatever you feel comfortable with in producing this, okay? You do have plenty of time, and you have some class time to ask questions, show me examples, show the class examples. The class can show you theirs, so that we can learn from each other. But I do expect this to be completed. I do expect you to spend some time choosing the choice that best fits you, your personality, and how you learn best. Okay. I took time, gave you plenty of options, and I want to make sure that you do a good job to help your grade. Okay. Let me know what you guys need from me during the class time. Rewatch this video if you need some extra help. Okay. On your agenda, just make sure that you're able to kind of follow when your working days are. I know today is Thursday. You're just getting a head start. You might be able to pick your choice, but you also have that Flipgrid Friday, okay? But any other time on Friday is to work on your project and complete any missing work that you have, okay? This project is worth a test grade for the end of our friendship unit. So make sure you take your time and spend your time wisely. All right, guys, I'm here in class when you need me, and I will help you as much as I can. All right. Happy choices. Happy choice choosing day. Not sure that works either. All right, let me know what I can do, guys.